Now let's understand about the FIFO mechanism. So there are two things, the two properties of FIFO in the case of FlexCAN module for NXP STD2 K1 and K3 series is that FIFO, in the FIFO mechanism there is only gonna be RX FIFO, no TX FIFO mechanism is there. Another thing is that the FIFO buffer gonna occupy the same memory space which is being occupied by the mailbox in the message buffer area. Okay, so if we have enabled the FIFO buffer, so it is going to occupy the initial number of mailboxes for its working, that is from the address range of 0x80 to 0xDC is going to be occupied by the FIFO buffer, and the FIFO buffer can be divided into two parts: FIFO engine and the FIFO output. Now after the FIFO engine, the memory of the message buffer would be occupied by the message ID filter table. Okay, and the way the message ID filter table memory is done is that message ID filter table starts from the address of 0xe0 and it can go to up to 0x280. So that means we can use all the space of the message buffer if we are using FIFO mechanism for the message ID filter table, in which all the space after the FIFO engine from 0xe0 to 280 can be consumed by the message ID filter table, in which we can write which all message IDs should be received only. So in total there can be 104 message IDs. So let's say over here I have shown via the infographic, we are receiving these three CAN external messages of message ID 302, 202 and 402, and in the message ID filter table we have configured the 302. So according to these message IDs, it is gonna accept the external CAN data and it will be written on the message buffer. Now there is a powerful filtering scheme which is provided in the FlexCAN module for the FIFO engine to accept the frames. So that is based upon the acceptance criteria that we are telling in the CAN controller concept. So now in the acceptance criteria, we can have up to three kinds of format acceptance criteria, acceptance conditions can be there.